Hey YouTube, this is Bianca. I'm coming to y'all with a quick hair review. I'm actually about to take my hair down, but I wanted to show y'all how my hair looked before I took it down. And I'm not taking it down because I don't like it or whatever. It's just I really want straight hair right now because this is kind of high maintenance for me. And the straight hair that I have is a lot less maintenance. And I just want straight hair. And you're like, well, why don't you just straighten the hair that you have on your head? Well, I paid $200 something for curly hair. I'm not about to risk messing it up because I wanted my hair straight. Excuse me. So this is the hair. I hope you can see it and everything. I like it a lot. The downsides to it, it does tangle, it does shed. It told me it was not going to tangle or shed. It lied. The tangling might mainly be my fault because I don't know what kind of products to really put in this hair all that much. But the shedding, you know, it happens. It's not like horrible shedding. Like, as you can see, the hair is still pretty thick and everything. Hope you can see that. The hair is still pretty thick or whatever, but it does shed. And it has been 2 months. It will be 2 months on the 19th, and today is like basically the 12th. So it's been almost a full 2 months since I've had this in my head. But yeah, it tangles and it sheds, but it's not so much to where I'm like, oh, I hate this hair, I'll never buy it again. I would buy it again. I probably would buy a shorter length, only because the only one that really does the most tangling is the longest, the 22-inch. The rest of it, it really does not tangle that bad. Not really. Like, see, I'm pretty good about running my fingers through the top parts. See, it's really pretty. It goes through good. It's just this bottom half that wants to get, can y'all see that? It's that bottom half that wants to get all matted. That's my hair. Ignore that. I'm talking about this. We're talking about the weave. We're not worried about my hair, my real hair. It blends good. Most people cannot tell that it's not my hair. If you didn't know me, you would think it was my hair. It looks very natural. I get compliments on this hair all the time. I like it. Out of 10, I would rate it an 8. The only reason I would rate it an 8, or maybe even 8.5, is because that 22-inch, it's rough. It's rough back there around the nape area. But the rest of it is really nice. It's kind of frizzy, but that's, you know, that's just curly hair. Curly hair gets frizzy. I do live down south. It gets hot. And down south, curly hair does that. Gets frizzed up. But I do have some products that I would use and I would recommend for this hair. I do not recommend the Organics products, the shampoo and conditioner. I started off using that and it made the hair so nappy and dry that I was about to just like, okay, it's the hair. No, it's not the hair, it was the product. Believe it or not, the best product for this hair is your Herbal Essence Hello Hydration shampoo and conditioner. I've only washed this hair twice because it doesn't really get dirty. But whenever I do wash it, I use the Herbal Essence brand Hello Hydration because it gets dry and you want to keep it moisturized. So that's what I use for that. And in order to keep my curls in place, I use this, the Organics Curl Perfection. This is the only thing from Organics that I ever use. I really hope y'all can see this because I cannot see how this video is looking. But the Curl and Perfection, I use this in order to try to keep my frizz down, but that does not work unless the hair is wet. And I also use this Frizz Ease from John Frieda. The Frizz Ease, the leave-in conditioner. I use this a lot to keep the frizz down, and it works very well. Especially, what I would do is I would wet my hair and I would spray this stuff, the Frizz Ease, on my hair, and I would twist it up, and then in the morning it would not frizz at all. It would be wonderful. And I have one more product that I use on the regular, This is the Dream Girls Curl Perfecting Spray. This is probably the best product to use if you don't want any frizz. Put it on there when it's wet, and it keeps the curls tight and in place. Today, all I did was wet my hair, and I put this in it. That's all I put in there today. So it's big, but the curls are still there. They're still all there. And I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, but I'm gonna try to post some pictures up of this hair that I had, especially when I first got it, because it didn't look incredibly different when I first got it. The curls were a little tighter, but whenever this hair gets wet, the curls come right back. So I'm actually going to show you that right quick before I leave. Oh, and also, the hair does, even if it's not dry like now, it's not very dry, but it looks dry sometimes in the light. It's okay now, but it looks dry sometimes. So I use this. This is just a mist, and I'm olive oil. I had some argan oil that I used, but I ran out, so I bought this. Wherever you have this, a light mist oil to put on there, so that way it won't look dead. So I'm going to show you how the hair looks whenever it's wet. So you can see that, to me, it's actually very pretty whenever it's wet, in my opinion. I like it better when it's wet than when it's dry. So, excuse my hair flying up there at the top. But this is how it looks wet. See how tight the curls are? And very pretty. This is how the hair looked when I first got it. This hair looked just like this when I first got it. The way it looks when it's wet. So, if you know a product that you can use to make it stay like this, then by all means use that. But after 2 months, the curls are still intact. It's not even as tangly whenever it's wet than when it's dry. So that's another thing that I noticed. But again, I love the hair. I just want straight hair. So I'm about to just give it a rest for about a month, and I'm going to put it right back in my head because it blends very, very nicely with my hair. So if you have any questions or comments or anything, just let me know and I will try to answer them. And I know in the other video you saw where I dyed the hair, so I'm going to show you that it is the same hair. I got to find where that little piece is. I think that's it right there, actually. It's somewhere around here. But this is the same hair that I used, the little piece that I dyed. There it is right there. I don't know if y'all can see that well, because my lighting's not that great. But it's right there where it was. If I'm not mistaken. Yes, that's where it was, right there in the front. So, anyway, this is how the hair looks when it's wet. It looks gorgeous. It looks beautiful. Whenever it dries, it starts to get like this. So if you have a product that you can use to lay low on some of that frizz, by all means, let me know too, so that way I can use it. But as far as my leave out is concerned, I haven't done much to it. I usually try to blend it in by just 2-strand twisting it all the way across. Kind of like what I have up here, except I do it only with my real hair. And then I will put in some of that green gel, the olive oil kind of gel with the green top. And that's all I put in there, actually. I put that, and then I use my spray bottle to wet it, and it makes the hair blend perfectly. But today, I did it actually earlier this week, and I didn't feel like doing it again. So it fell, so I took it out and just put the twist in the front. So that's how I wear my hair. I wear my hair with this twist in the front all the time. It compliments on it.